the pond. There have been a few things going on here. A pair of mallards flew away as I arrived, so I hid in the little building back there, and they circled about and didn't come back, so I went. Then I came back and there were ripples on the water. Like over in the corner, you can see there's ripples over there. See? They're not just everywhere, but they're over there. Well, maybe they are everywhere, but it looks pretty flat to me. But that over there, you can see that it's got a bit of ripples. And there was a V going across here, a V of ripples, which at the point of it, I could see there was an animal. Now, I pulled this tarp away from the other pond and I brought it to beside the car place so I could put it in and bring it home. And there was a weather situation, and now it's in the pond. Huh. And I still haven't gotten that out of the water. But I did get a corner of it up the other day. It seems to be staying at that position. It's quite cold and dreary. Who is this? Oh, hello, Mongol. He's been following me around today. Which is, if we want to feed the birds, we need a place that the cats don't go. And what have I done? I have brought him here. Well, he has followed me. Well, I guess it would have happened eventually anyway, because this is what I do. And I need to start doing more of it. I've been sedentary for quite a while now. Sedentary is not good. It's not good for you, They say, oh, well, whatever you do, don't stop moving. But what happens if you stop moving? And then you're stuck and you try and get up again? What was that? Do you think somebody beeped at a deer on the road? It's too early for children to be waiting for the bus. Oh, hello. Oh, I see my son. He's up there with his bad lungs. Hi, Abe. Good morning. So after you've gotten stuck, every spring it's the same. If you think about it, every spring my body is, oh, good morning, Uma. Good morning. Every spring, it's like, no, I don't want to have to start moving again yet. And I've always had a comfortable chair where I sat. It was my go-to, bed and chair. And the other alternative is standing up. Standing up. And what do you do when you're standing up? What if you don't feel like doing anything? There's nothing you want to do. You're done. You want to sit down, rest. Oh my goodness. It's such a readjustment, It's the thing. It's a readjustment of what used to be normal. What was the normal thing I could do all of in my own way? Is everything is now different, and it's now I have to rethink it all. Like refigure out how to climb up on something, or how to get up on something, and how to get up from being down on the floor. Everything, every day brings some new little challenge. Things are. It used to be easier to take care of the grandchildren. And then it wasn't easier anymore. But you have to be careful because you can decide that you don't like the way something is going, and then suddenly it's all changed and you don't have it anymore and you miss it. So I don't want that to happen. So I know the world events make it difficult to motivate. It is so heavy for me anyway. I'm going to have to really push. Yes. This transition from being a person, I mean, I'm sure there's many more things that will happen between now and when it's over. But in the meantime, each one of them presents something, a new paradigm shift. Like you get told you have cancer, for instance. I mean, that shifts your paradigm and your family and your relatives and your friends. One's paradigm shifts a bit. And everything is done within that paradigm. And then something else happens, some other crisis presents itself, and the paradigm shifts again. And that is the paradigm that outlines and defines everything. It's good, it's all good. Change is good. One of my biggest problems is that I don't have enough change. And yet I do have lots of change because, for instance, I do not know. Today, will my son come out and I should be available and do stuff with him? Or should I, well, now I know. I didn't know until earlier, but there's 2 sick grandchildren that can't go to school. And mommy needs to work. So there's these 2 things going on. There's so many more things than that going on. Finally, we did the Ottawa trip. Every day it's been like, well, we're going to do the Ottawa trip. But then it's a good day for Ben to come and build. And so, okay, we're not going anywhere. We're going to stay here and build. And that was quite a few days last week. And then there was the days that we'll know because now there's a sick child. So we can't go. So yesterday I went with them. We did they had errands to do. So we did that. We went out to eat. We came home. That was nice. And it felt good to not have to put off something another day. That felt really good to have stopped putting it off, to have accomplished that and get that off of the chart. Also, my own passport. I can't go anywhere, do anything out of the country until I have a passport. Because you cannot get into Canada without a passport. Doesn't matter where you're from. Canadians cannot get back in without a passport. So those are your options. You have to have a passport if you leave. You won't even get across the border. They won't let you in the United States, and they won't let you back in Canada. Oh boy, then you'll be stuck at the border. You'll be like Charlie on the MTA. Charlie handed in his dime at the Kendall Square station, and he paid for to make a fare. But when he got there, the conductor told him 1 more nickel. Charlie couldn't get off of that train. But did he ever return? No, he never returned. And his fate is still unlearned. He may ride forever 'neath the streets of Boston. He's the man that never returned. Charlie's wife goes down to the Kendall Square station every day at 2:15, and through the open window she hands Charlie a sandwich as the train goes rumbling through. I don't know why she doesn't put a dime in there. A nickel, a quarter, whatever. No, it's totally beyond me. But that's not the point. The point is it's a nice song and we're going to continue singing it. So the next verse explains it all. But I can't remember it. Where does it start? Through the open window, she hands Charlie a sandwich as the train comes rumbling through. But did he ever return? No, he never returned. Somebody said it was a nice video except for the singing. Well, is that indicative of the general consensus out there? Those that don't bother with politeness and not say it? Whatever. You know how to fast forward, right? I'll put up my hand the whole time I'm singing, and then when I fast forward and you get to the part where my hand is down, you'll know I'm not singing anymore, but it might go up and down. You know how it is around here. You may have a problem. It doesn't even matter to me if anybody's out there. I mean, looks like one person's out there, one thumbs up. Oh, that's changed. It's a 0 people out there now. It's nice to stop in and say hi. But you don't necessarily want to sit around for the whole conversation, right? Like, I understand that. Excuse me. There's so much around here that I need to tidy up. And I've been doing it one little thing at a time, like the rototiller left. And it's nice that I'm singing and not crying. Oh, that's good. Of course. Yes. Crying isn't so good. Crying lets the hurt out of you. Remember the one by not Nancy Sinatra, but her daughter, Marie? Is her name Marie Sinatra? Crying lets the hurt out. It's all right to cry. Crying lets the hurt out of you. It's all right to cry. I think I was sick for quite a while. I'm not sick now. I think I'm better. But I think I've been sick for like a month. You've cried on your videos. Interesting. I hope you're not sad. I have to get up and go. I have to do things. I have to find out if my son is coming. And I have to... Here's the cat. This is Mongol, the male. He has to live outside now because he's not fixed. And if another male comes around... Right now, Chumbles is the guard. He's the guard cat. He's neutered. So the responsibility does not fall onto Mongol's shoulders yet. And at some point, when he feels he has to, he will start to mark his territory, which will really stink stuff up. Good morning, Tyler. The sky looks like it did yesterday. Ain't much to it again today. See if we look around a little bit, maybe we'll see some variations up there. So you saw it yesterday, did you? That's good. I haven't made many videos lately. I think I haven't felt like it. I think I got depressed. I think I might have a bit of depression going on. I am no longer on Celexa nor on duloxetine. And that may make my mood what it is. Do you know we have only had 40% the amount of sunshine as we usually have? This goes from, is that a bird going up the tree or a cat? A squirrel? Oh my word, we have squirrels. I thought the cats had done away with all of them. Well, I guess the cats will maintain the boundaries. Yes, it won't be a squirrel's world once that squirrel is discovered. It'll be curtains. There's a lot of little trees along here, and I thought, tell your kids it's time for another trip to Hawaii. Well, yes, Tyler, I absolutely agree. But I think this time I want to go to Jamaica. I think I want to go back and go to the place where I learned so much. You know, like I I really learned a lot when I was in Jamaica. I was 17 and I learned so much. I would like to go back and find out what did I learn? Cuz it'll still be there. And they all know it. I think it's the culture of everything is very black and white. Everything is good or evil. Every behavior is good or evil. And God is here and he's watching, and where would you hide anyway? What is that? Are you just wet on your face? You're having such a lovely time, aren't you, kitty? Look at this. You get to go walking and you get a nice soft spot to warm up. Isn't this just lovely? Bliss. Bliss. That's right. I need a lap. I need a lap to curl up in. My mommy's gone. You got something there. Is that a tick? The trouble with animals is then you're right up close and personal with all the things you don't want to get involved with. But I suppose having Lyme disease last year was good for me in a way, because I realized that I can recover and I can be the way I was again. So it's not such a terrifying thing. It's not like getting polio. You know? I think there's been some disagreements between these cats. I think there was a cat that didn't look so good. Or maybe it's a cat defending kittens from raccoons. I really don't know. It's nature taking its course. But if I interfere, you know, if I have them fixed and take off their claws, I am then responsible for making sure that they have food and are medically cared for, because they can't get out there and hunt anymore. And you know, I tame them. And then there's rules that go with taming animals. It's like the wild raccoon. You're not allowed to tame raccoons. It's illegal. I think it should probably be illegal to tame cats also. You know, because we do prop up the cat population. But at the same time, kittens are quite a rarity. You know, you don't see, used to be the day you'd see free kitten signs everywhere. This cat is such a doll. My hand is cold. Oh, look, there goes. It's right there, gone across somewhere. There he is. Just a minute now, he's disappeared. Yeah, I think he's... Oh, there he is. My goodness, kitten. It's so hard to do things with you helping me. You and your big furry face. Okay, let's just look at this muskrat for a minute. Who knew you could chase him? There he is. Yeah, that's him. Finally, of all these bumps and dark spots, I figured it out. Thank you, Heavenly Father. He looks like a little monkey. 3 little monkey faces there. This is kind of messes it up when you enlarge it too much. There. He's got his butt to us, and he's digging his face into the grass ahead of him. So, oh my goodness, kitty. Oh my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. You're such a kitty cat. Okay, well, I feel bad because there's 2 sick grandchildren, and I've been sick for so long, and I'm barely better. And I can't get up the stairs there anymore. Well, maybe I can. I just haven't tried lately. And I feel guilty sending Willem to take care of them over there, but it is better to keep the illness in one location, right? There are a lot of people at our house. And of course, we did this last time, and what happened, Willem got sick, got really sick, and then he gave it to me. And then we've both been sick, and I'm mostly better. It's not a rough cough anymore. I don't have a lot of trouble with coughing. I've got a puffer and nose spray, which is just shut the postnasal drip right down, and I can breathe again. Anyway, look at the leaves are coming out on the willow. I wanna go over there and cut them. Cut them before they fork. Quick, quick, quick. I've been down here a lot this year, and I have been working on cutting all the willows. But the temperature has been so cold again, you know? Maybe it's all the volcanic activity in Iceland. There's been a lot of, maybe it's colder than usual for longer because of that. We've had only 40% the light we usually have from last July until now. We've had 40% as much light as we usually have. I think it's getting to me. You know, I think I need to make my trip to Arizona. Remember, once upon a time, I was planning a trip to Phoenix. Well, I wasn't planning it, but it was going to happen one day. Look, there he goes. Can you hear him chewing? Is that a second one? I think it might be a second one. As he came zooming right by, well, we were already watching one eat. Is that not right? I believe that is a correct assessment. There's something on this cat. But I don't think that's where there was a tick bite. Maybe I pulled the tick out and the head didn't come out. I wonder what that's all about anyway. This is Daniel's cat. He has to have them fixed. He doesn't know that yet. He's going to wait until it stinks up my house. Then he's going to realize, and then he's going to get it fixed. Because that's the way it goes. The way one of my children learn. Well, there's more movement again over here. See, they go underwater, and when they're swimming deep enough underwater, you don't see any movement on the surface. It'd be nice if you saw the movement on the surface for everything that was going down below. Okay, I'm getting cold. Okay, kitty, thanks for sitting on my lap and warming me up. I'm gonna go. Goodbye.